He's back after a very successful trip in Melbourne. I heard that you were running amok over there.
We were a bit. What is amok?
No sleep.
Oh, yeah, we didn't have much sleep, especially the first 4 nights. The guys I went with hadn't been to Melbourne ever, really.
Oh, really? Who has not been to Melbourne?
And I really picked up on that by like the third day of them not really going to sleep. And I was like, we got stuff to do here, but they didn't really seem to care. A business trip.
What were you doing over there?
We have a podcast for Spotify, and with full credit, and we had excess budget, so they said, you may as well go over. So we were on some podcasts and filmed about I think in the end 14 videos. So we'll just chip away at them as we go. One with St Kilda, one with Tony Armstrong, which would be really funny.
He's very good, Tony. Yes.
About him. What if he was? Because it seems like everything he touches turns to gold. But what if behind the scenes he was a bit of a dick?
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, and then he was fully on board for that, which was really fun.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I told him it was going to be half an hour and ended up being 3.5 hours.
What game were you over for?
We went to the MCG Carlton Collingwood.
And did the boys love their G, like their first time, their first experience?
They actually spent... It was kind of embarrassing. I went with Dill Buckley organised it, and they spent so much time... For some reason, Carlton's sponsored by ham. Like pork ham. So every time they kicked a goal, they would go ham, ham, ham. And the Blues fans didn't really appreciate it.
Oh, no. But, so they were those blokes that were the footy. Oh, no.
It was unbelievable. It was a crazy, crazy crowd. Yeah. But yeah, sorry, guys. We did a lot, but I'm here to bring you some news. It's been a tough weekend for meet and greets.
Hard-hitting news. Corner.
Have you guys noticed Shaq was in town, or
I
Shaq
did
was in Australia?
notice that.
Did you see one or two promotions
he
about
has
it?
pimped himself out so much while he's been here.
Bit overbooked.
Yes, I think so.
It felt like for
He's
about
made a splash, hasn't he?
48 hours, 72 hours, you couldn't escape some sort of promotion with him, and it was so tightly put together. It kind of sucked in many ways, but the meet and greet. Have you ever been a part of a meet and greet?
Yeah, I have actually.
Yeah?
Yes, I was at, I think, Hungry Jack's. Pretty sure it was Hungry Jack's, yes, club sponsor, and I was with Glenn Jakovich. I was a young guy, Jack was the older guy, and a young kid came up to me and he said, "Oh, excuse me, I'm not sure if you play, but do you reckon you can just have a photo? Can I have a photo with Glenn Jakovich while you take it for me?"
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And I was like, "Yeah, no worries, mate. Okay, fair enough."
You swallow your pride there, right?
Yeah.
Surely you're known around town, Danny, for sure.
Yeah, probably not so much me, but I've got a lot of hanger-oner, probably Italian people in Perth that go up to my husband and try to claim that they're related to me in some way so that they can get Luke to have a photo with them or an autograph.
Well, that was the pitch with Shaq is, come to this meeting. I think it's about $500 and you potentially get a photo and to greet Shaq. And if what was this? He was brought over here, I think with Fox, which obviously owns news.com.au and things like that. So if you looked anywhere there, it was the biggest success ever. But a lot of people actually were left pretty disgruntled. If you went on to the page that organised Hourglass, they were really upset with a lot of fans were really upset they didn't actually get to meet him despite
because they paid $500.
Paid this money, didn't get to see him.
It was a lotto ticket, really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I actually think they pushed through a lot of people that hadn't paid to sort of, my mates get them through the door and things like that. Because that's what it was a bit dodgy, I think, the way it went about it.
And it's not like he's struggling for $1 at the moment. It's Big Shaq. He's worth an absolute poultice.
That is true, but I mean, it's not on Shaq for me. It's everything else. Everyone else, they promise, they obviously overbooked him. Even there was someone told me that Mark Robinson even had a meeting with him. He just didn't rock up because he was so overbooked. And even now, people, the fallout is, so on one website, you've got Shaq, Matty Johns leaves Shaq in stitches. Shaq openly flirting with Jackie O. On the other website, it's like fans just left bewildered and disgruntled after rip-off events. So you really need to read between the lines. But the lasting legacy seems to be this elbow mix-up.
I'm here in your country. Whatever you need from me, just let me know.
Fantastic.
Appreciate you guys. Congratulations to you guys. And everyone knows Shaq loves Australia.
It feels like the first blemish in Albo's run so far is people saying this whole thing was a terrible campaign. Yeah, it's a bad weekend for the meet and greet. I'm not sure how lasting there is. Even Anna Paul, the TikTok star, shut down Perth on the weekend because she didn't factor in that people were coming in to see her. She was like, I thought it would be like 100. No, it ended up being like 10,000. Shuts down the whole town. I'm not sure if it's going to be a lasting thing. I'm not a fan of the meet and greet, and I hope the people that potentially got ripped off in Sydney or Melbourne get some sort of compensation. Even Chad Wingard was commenting on the thing, being like, this is terrible. These people need to be compensated. But it doesn't really change, in my mind, anything for Shaq.
No.
Because Shaq is still a legend of the
Well,
game.
I'm a bit
Still
over him.
Shaq.
I'm a bit over him. I've seen so much of him everywhere. I don't care.
I reckon, old mate Joshy, a little bit disgruntled that someone's taken his $500.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, yeah. I was just
I
on
think
the phone.
someone
That's why I was
missed
over in
out.
Melbourne.
Yeah.
God, I was trying to bump in. And yeah, anyway, you caught me out, Emma's far out.